It's been a while since I made one of these videos, but I really just feel like I need to get on here and talk about carrying your cross and keeping your eyes on God. That's been a big thing that I've struggled with in my walk with Christ, is keeping my eyes on God and carrying my cross. First verse I wanted to speak on is Matthew 14:30. This is where Jesus is walking on the water, and he tells Peter to come and walk on the water with him. 14:30 it says, "But when he saw the wind boisterous, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried, saying, 'Lord, save me.'" So Peter sees Jesus walking on the water, and Jesus calls out to Peter for him to come walk on the water. Peter goes and walks on the water. He's walking on the water. He's keeping his eyes on Jesus, but as soon as he looks around and he sees all of the wind and the weather coming against him, making it hard to walk on the water, he takes his eyes off God and he begins to sink. It says a lot about us. We could, on the straight and narrow, not messing up, so we think, keeping our eyes on God, it just feels great. It's a great feeling. But as soon as we go through something hard, then we take our eyes off God just like that. Or as soon as we see something that could pull us away, there we go, we take our eyes off God. But it also says in 14:30, he's sinking, and when he starts to sink, it says he cried, saying, "Lord, save me." As soon as we start to sink, as soon as we're down, why is that whenever we start to say, "Lord, save me"? Why aren't we praising God and crying out to God while we're walking on the water, looking at Jesus? We're on the path. It always seems as soon as we get down and the world beats us up, then we decide to cry out to God. Anyway, I hope I have time to read the next verse. I wanted to read Matthew 16:24. "Then said Jesus unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it." We have to take up our cross once we follow Jesus. We have to keep our eyes on Jesus once we decide that we're going to follow Jesus. And it's not an easy thing. That cross Jesus carried had splinters. It had thorns. It was digging into his skin. It was 400 something pounds, maybe even more. It was the weight of a grand piano. There was lots of things going against